Huh? I am. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about to start the speeches. I hope you are having a lovely evening. So, to get us started, shall we please welcome Simon? There he is.
Thank you.
Over to you, man.
Hey, afternoon, everybody. How you doing? I'm Simon. I'm the ancient older brother. I've been asked to say a few kind and loving words about Phoebe. It's a very short speech. Phoebe was born in 1996, and I was due to go away to work the next day when she was born. So I thought I'd better make sure I get there today to go and see my new little sister, before I go away for 3 months. I arrived at the maternity ward, rang the bell, because they just stuck bells on all the maternity wards and make sure that no dodgy people could get in. And it was opened by a ward administrator. She had all the information. Phoebe had been born. She was a girl. She didn't have much more than that, other than when I went through the door, she said, this is direct quote, "You're a bit late, Dad. Baby has already arrived. Come on." She became slightly embarrassed and confused when I hastily clarified that Karen was my mum as well. I probably should have gone with stepmum, because I'm sure the ward after that were trying to work out how old Karen was when she had me. And or trying to work out her beauty regime. So growing up around older siblings like me and Marky and Chris and Grace, it's made Phoebe gobby. She was a bit sassy, and she did that earlier than most kids. Unfortunately for Ollie, she's carried on that trait, and I'm sure she'll maintain it for the rest of her life. In her defence, though, both me and Marky, Chris and Grace have bounced her off every soft furnishing in the house and laughed hysterically every time she's fallen over. This has incited in her a rather stoic attitude to life, and this determination has got her where she is today. We cannot be prouder of Phoebe and the life and career she has built. She has done so well, and we wish her every success in the future. This did not manifest overnight, however. She has always pushed for better, and at primary school has set out a stall. Not content with one surname, she insisted on a double-barreled name of Phoebe Banana Gump. So I don't know why. She's going to have to explain it. Why Banana Gump?
No idea.
There's got to be a reason.
For some reason, then it's
So school was where she seemed to have the most influence, like when Dad was waiting for her one day in the playground and was receiving huge congratulations from all the waiting parents for his big win on the lottery. If only that's the way it worked, but we can't fault her ambition. Having seen Ollie and Phoebe together over the years, I can tell that they are the perfect couple. When meeting Ollie for the first time, I obviously, as the big brother, wanted to aggressively work out who this fellow was. But as you can all attest, he's a lovely man. I know that Mum and Dad are glad that she's met such a supportive partner, and I'm sure I can speak for them when I welcome you officially into the family. There's only one thing I'd ask. When prepping for this speech, I asked Chris and Grace for some funny stories. They gave me some funny stories, a few came through, but I was eating my dinner and a photo popped up. I opened it and my stomach churned. My appetite went, a disturbing image. So I asked this, please, please, please don't wear matching Lycra cycling clothes again. But if you do, Ollie, make sure that you're not the only one that shaves their legs. And most important of all, don't document it. The rest of us don't want us to have to suffer that, and we don't need to see such private things again. All that's left to say is please be upstanding if you can to toast Mr. and Mrs. Eagle. May they have a wonderful life together. Mr. and Mrs. Eagle. Ollie, you're next.
Thank you. Hi everyone. Good afternoon everyone. If I could have your attention for just a moment, I promise to keep this speech shorter than the 7 years it took me to finally get my act together and propose to the most amazing woman in this room.
Sorry, everyone else.
On behalf of my wife and I would like to thank you all for coming to celebrate this special day with us. These moments in life are made extra special when surrounded by family and friends. As I'm sure you all know, it's taken a lot of hard work and effort from very many people to make today happen. Special thanks must firstly go to our parents. Karen and Alan, thank you for raising such an incredibly kind and wonderful woman. Thank you. Emphasis on the kind. Thank you for welcoming me into your family from day one. You've always made me feel more than welcome, accepted me along with all my special traits, and always asked me what cake to make for when I come to visit. I look forward to many more cakes, family holidays, and crazy Christmases.
You're welcome.
Secondly, a massive thank you to my mum and dad, shaping me into the man that I am today. Both sporty, albeit a little bit less sporty than I was, and numbers oriented. As many of you will undoubtedly already be able to guess, I have the cost of today down to the last penny on a nice colour-coordinated, formula-filled spreadsheet. But in all seriousness, thank you for your endless love, support and encouragement. Looking back at my childhood, I am so grateful for all the opportunities you have given me and for all the fun adventures we have and will continue to have together. I can't thank you enough for everything that you have done for me and more recently for the both of us. Next, I would like to thank Ben, my best man, one of my best mates. From meeting over 15 years ago at the school cycling club to my peak of us both featuring in the Skoda Tour de France advert, we used to leisurely cycle 100 plus miles to Brighton and back, stopping for a fish and chips at the seaside most weekends, and to me now, watching you cycle your bike and race while I stand at the sidelines eating a nice chocolate muffin. Don't you worry, I'll never miss those races with the nice chocolate muffin. More recently, you've helped assist Phoebe with all the wedding preparation and prints. Please join me to thank Ben for working late into the evenings printing all the drinks tokens. I'm sure everyone has found theirs. I couldn't imagine a better person to call my best man. I think now could be the appropriate moment to let you all know he is also single. A huge thanks must also go to Phoebe's sister Grace, the maid of honour. I can't understand how Grace ever has a moment of time for herself. Grace has recently graduated from her second degree in midwifery. Assisted Phoebe with wedding planning, being a wife and mother to her family, planning Phoebe's eventful hen do in Paris, and yet still finding the time for long-distance runs numerous times per week. A special mention also goes to Dottie, who's been our adorable little flower girl. You are the third star of today. I would also like to raise a toast to remember the absent friends and family that cannot be here with us today.
Absent friends.
Finally, last and by no means least, the reason we're here today. Phoebe.
Stop it.
Always Phoebe, is it?
To my beautiful bride, I can't exactly put into words how much you mean to me. You are my best friend, my partner, my soulmate. It's hard to put into words how much I love you, and I'm grateful every day to wake up next to you. You make me a better man, and I promise to spend the rest of my life making you happy. As we start this new chapter in our lives together, I promise to always love, cherish and support you. From our first date at Wagamama's in South Bank, where I had to pause conversation to bid on an eBay auction of a Rafa cycling jacket, we then split the bill.
Independent woman.
And then you had to leave the date early to go and pack for your girls' holiday to Barcelona. We were clearly off to a cracking start. You then moved in. You then moved in while in your final year of uni with my parents, where my dad drafted up a contract. You ended up staying for 6 more years before we have recently settled over in Essex. We have been on some amazing holidays together, with my favourite one being China, but also Egypt, camping in Dorset with Oatley, our dog, Phoebe's annual family holidays to Wales and Blackpool, but you can never beat a £130 4-day half-board holiday to Torremolinos, Spain.
Great holiday.
Phoebe started shopping for engagement rings in 2018. I started shopping for engagement rings in late 2023. In various places of London, Brighton, and finally finding the perfect ring in the Birmingham Jewellery Quarter, where I will always recall asking the most stupid question in the shop when she found the almost perfect ring. I ask, "Is it big enough?" Creating a moment of silence as her eyes lit up, realising there is a potential of a bigger ring. I realise my irreversible mistake and proceed to buy the bigger ring. A major thing that we have in common is that Phoebe has a thing for numbers, but not my kind of numbers. There are what seems to be random numbers out there that Phoebe loves, such as 3, 33, 333, 3,333, but also 9, which is 3 times 3. I don't get the logic, but then there also happens to be numbers that you hate, such as 4, my birthday, 44, 444. However, we do seem to have a lucky number, which is 28. We met on the 28th of July 2017. I asked Phoebe to be my girlfriend on the 28th of August 2017. We got Oatley, our dog, on the 28th of March 2023, which is 2 years ago today. Phoebe's office number at work is 28, and here we are on the 28th of March 2025. For those of you who don't know, I've planned only one holiday during our relationship, and that was to the West Midlands Safari Park, staying in the Cheetah Lodge, where I asked Phoebe to marry me. I proposed on the 19th of February. I'll say it was my way of catching her off guard, not that I forgot the significance of 28. The 28th is also Chris's birthday. So can everyone please join us and wish Chris a happy 30th, 40th today. Happy birthday to
number.
So, family and friends, please let's raise a glass to love, laughter, and a lifetime of happiness. Here's to my beautiful wife, the love of my life, and the ones who make every day feel like an adventure, and to the one who makes every day feel like an adventure. I love you more than words can express, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Phoebe said it's 4 kids, 2 dogs, and a people carrier. Cheers.
Well done, all.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Hello. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate Oli and Fi's wedding day. I'm Ben, the best man, and here to say a few words about our newlyweds. Before I delve on about Oli, I'd firstly like to thank the birthday boy Chris for organising Oli's stag do. From all the activities to the shenanigans in between were great. I feel all was accomplished when Oli couldn't even stomach the breakfast buffet on the last day. If you know Oli, him turning down food is quite something. Now for Oli. There's only one way to describe you, and in the words of Fi, you're such a prick. I'm joking. I've known Oli for almost 15 years, where we first met at our school cycling club, where our friendship grew from being friends, mad about cycling, into being more like brothers who wind each other up and treat everything like a competition. At first I couldn't quite figure out Oli's quirky personality until I went round to his parents' house and met Oli's family's pet dog, Abe. Oli's traits all of a sudden made more sense. Loyal, energetic, and would do anything for a bit of food and attention. Who would have thought 12 years later, Oli and Fi would adopt their first baby, Oates, where, funny enough, shows the same characteristics. As much as Oli is the lovable golden retriever of our friendship group, he could be much more than that. Always up for a laugh, using his financial nose to sniff out the best deals, giving financial advice which isn't always asked for, and on occasions gifting us horrendous farts. All jokes aside, Oli is that guy you would want in your corner and will always be the best and will always put your best interests in line with his. We all know Oli's maturity levels were questionable at times, until we met Fi, who somehow managed to bring out the best in him, and for that we thank you. Fi, you look stunning as always, and even more so today. You have done such an amazing job organising and designing such a beautiful day, and I know how much effort you've put into today. And you've absolutely smashed it. We all love getting to know you over the past 8 years, and you've seamlessly become a big part of our friendship group. Seeing you both grow together individually makes me look forward to see how you will continue to grow as a couple in the future. But if it comes to it, we'll choose you over Oli any day.
Love you guys.
So with that, can we all raise a glass to the bride and groom, my best friends, Oli and Fi. Thank you very much.
I mean, that's it. No one turning it off.